It's my first day, not having voice. And I finally was able to get some sleep. I was falling asleep sitting up. Like, I'm just traumatized at this point. It's so traumatizing because like any little noise that, my other dogs was making, I was just waking up, making sure they was okay, from the experience. It's like, it's awful, man. My condolences to anybody who ever lost a pet. And even if you ain't lose a pet through, malpractice, my condolences to you. But my condolences extra to people that lost them from malpractice because, you basically literally was taking your dog to get help just for them to harm them. It's just not the same. It's not the same without her. Like, you know, a person to be like, oh, you got like 10 dogs. And, as I was growing up, like, we had multiple dogs in my dad's house, but like, I always had a dog. I always had a dog. I never, was able to just keep one dog because I was just, growing up and not as stable as I would be if I was able to keep a dog. But now that I'm grown, I'm able to keep a dog. Um, like, yeah, you can have more than one dog. Minnie, get out of there. You can have more than one dog, and each one of them is special to you because they all have their own personality. Like voice, like, bruh. We had our ups and downs. Like when she first came and I got her, I loved her, but she just was just so hyper, and I wasn't used to that because my other dogs played too, but the way voice was, she was like overly hyper. Like she was just so happy, like she was just running these circles and just like, I mean, she was just so funny, and I wasn't used to it. And I'm like, you need to calm down. She's so wild. Like, oh my god, I can't take it. And I'll never forget that. Like, that's how she was when I first got her. She probably just was really excited and happy to have a home. And then, she started adjusting, and she didn't, go all crazy anymore. um, but one thing about voice is like she was just, Minnie, what are you doing? Come on, man. Sorry, y'all. But like voice, like that's the puppy. She always get in trouble. But yeah. So like voice, she will always just follow me around. Like if I'm in the bathroom, if I'm in the shower, she wants to be right there. She wants to always be able to see me. If I'm in the kitchen, she loves food. Like food was her favorite. Her favorite. Like food was her motivation. Like that baby loved food. Like food made her so happy. And when I was in the kitchen, like even if I just was cleaning up, she be she be somewhere looking around the corner just staring at me. And I'd be like, go, go, because I know really that, she's thinking I'm getting ready to make some food and she's gonna beg for something. And I try to stop them all from begging and staring at me when you eat because I don't like that. Because if I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna make sure you get it, basically. So, but one thing about her, like, she like, you not finna sneak nothing past me. I need to see when it drop, when you throw it, because I'm gonna be the one to get it. Like, she was just so funny when it came to that. And it's like right now I was just in my kitchen and it's not the same when you don't look back and you don't see her and you gotta tell her to stop looking. Like just this whole situation with her, though, I can't lie, it made me like see something within myself that I know I want to work on, as you know, as I have dogs and stuff and interacting with them and stuff. Like, you know, they all do stuff. They all do stuff. They all do stuff to get in trouble. They all do stuff. You know, they all do stuff, whatever. So then there's multiple of them. So I can see how people get aggravated with having multiple kids and stuff, because you know they all doing something that kind of like aggravate you, whatever. But it's not like to make you. They don't really try to do stuff that make you angry. They just do stuff that kind of makes you upset or whatever, you know. But like Pep, he likes to bark extra. If someone barks to tell somebody's at the door or something's going on, I mean, he has to be the last one to bark. Like, if he not the first one to bark, he got to be the last one to bark. Like, he gonna make sure he get extra 30 barks out, and I used to be so frustrated with him for that. But like, she used to just always bring me her toy. She always would bring me her toy, and like, I work all day from 9 to 7. So I only get a few hours afterwards to, like, you know, do my homework, tend to the dogs, make sure they good, get shower, and get ready to do it all over again. And I work at home, so I'm here with them all day. But as far as being able to really like interact and play with them, I wasn't putting enough. To me, I felt like I wasn't putting enough time to make sure that they're fulfilled in that area, make sure they're happy. You know, they're dogs, and I know they like to play. When I was younger, you know, I'm grown now. I'm big grown, so I guess, you know, things like that change. But you don't know that until you get grown. But when I was younger, I knew I used to play with my dogs and like run, you know, be wrestling with all type of stuff. Like, I always play with my dogs. So I know that you're supposed to play with your dogs. So she would like she would always bring me her toy. Like, I could be on the computer working, she'd bring me the toy, and I'd be like, not right now, baby. And it was because like I work at home, and if I throw the toy, or the other dog's gonna get riled up, they're gonna be barking. So I can't really do that with her, even if I wish I could. So anytime I go to the bathroom, she's bringing me her toy. Like, she wanted to play all the time. And I would just tell her, okay, baby, not right now. Mommy got you tomorrow, okay? Mommy got you tomorrow, okay? And every time tomorrow would come, I didn't even play with her like I told her I was gonna play with her. I tried to start, like, when I took him outside, bring the toy and throw it for her outside, but I never was consistent with playing with her, I guess. Like, it just made me feel bad. It just made me realize about myself, like, and even just being more patient with everybody. Being more patient and not getting so angry and frustrated with them. Like, today, like, the little stuff they do, like they go in the trash or the extra barking, like, it didn't even bother me the same anymore. Like, it just was like, baby, go ahead, bark, be bad, do everything that you do. Because at the end of the day, one day when they're gone, you're gonna wish that they were still there doing those little things that they did. You know, you're gonna wish that they were there to aggravate you, or you're gonna wish that you was there to, you know, have to tend to them. Like, but like, this is so hard for me, and I really, I know I'm gonna be okay, but I'm like, when or how am I gonna be okay? I'm so comfortable with being with multiple dogs because that's my family. My dogs are my family because I don't have a husband and I don't have kids. I don't talk to my parents, my sister. Like, I don't talk to my family. Like, it's just me. So my dogs is my family, literally. They're my family. They're my babies. You know, we a family. And oh, you know, why you so comfortable with dogs? I'm so comfortable with dogs, and I love being around dogs more than I do people. I can't lie. Like, I like people, but it's not a lot of people out there that's like, you know, like how dogs love you unconditional, and they'll never do things that hurt you, and they really always have your back. Like, people are not like that. There's not many people like that. So I'd rather be around, you know, pets that's gonna give me the love that I give. You know, it's strange, but I just, and I own my house, so that means I can have as many dogs as I want. Even though they try to say by law you're not supposed to have certain my dogs, but this is my house. You know, can't nobody tell me no, and can't nobody tell me I can't have, you know, no dogs or none of that. And I'm just comfortable with having multiple dogs. Like, I understand, and I'm not questioning God, because that's not that, but I just hate that they did that to my baby. Like, I hate that she did that to my baby, this lady. She did that to my baby, and I mean, she was heartless. She was heartless because, I mean, not one time, you know, did she ever say, I'm sorry for, you know, the loss of your baby, whatever, as if she did everything for her. Because she didn't do everything she do to save her. She did everything she could do to kill her, make her worse. I mean, when my dog came home, like, she already, okay, so she had like all this fluid in her belly. She still had weight around her neck. My dog was at her vet for overnight, and then when I came and got her the next day, she was just so skinny. Like, I couldn't understand, like, why was you this skinny? You know, she just laid on me in the car, like, you know, she was back around me. She trusts me. She know I won't hurt her intentionally. Like, minute, get out of there. She know I won't hurt her intentionally just to do something malicious to her. And, you know, your dogs can't talk. So, you know, she was trying to tell me, you know, that she knew something wasn't right. And it's so crazy, because I'm just like, when I think about it all, it's so crazy. Like, whatever this lady did to the dog, like, she knew she knew my dog wasn't gonna make it. Like, I'm just so angry. Like, because she's like, even tells me before she sends her home that she's gonna put a compression wrap on her. It was all a lie. She never put a compression wrap on her. Because she just knew that she was getting ready to go anyway. So she put a towel around her, because whatever she had open left leaking. She did it on purpose. Everything was all intentional. And it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. At this point, though, I don't even want justice, because I know God's gonna take care of it. Like, you know, but I just want awareness, and if I can get as much awareness to pet owners as possible, that's my goal. Like, my heart is truly broken, bro. Like, this hurt. This hurt. Like, you know, like, losing my dad. Like, it's different when you lose. I guess it's easier to lose people that, you know, don't really care about you or don't really love you like that. It don't hurt as bad. But it definitely hurts when you lose people that love you. Like, my dog loved me, and I loved her. Like, I'm like, it's killing me, bro. Like, I just can't understand why they did that to her. I mean, I do know why, because people are evil, but still, like, it's just not the same. It's not the same. Like, yeah, I know I can get another dog, but that, I know I won't do that for a while. But when I get another dog, though, I just hope and pray like she's something like Voice, so she can, you know, help with that sort of spot in my life. But Man, be careful. Be careful. Be careful where you take your dogs. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. And this is the jewel. This is truth. Whether you choose to take it, ignore it or not. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of the health problems that our dogs do get, and they tell you to bring to the vet, is due to the diet. The dog food that we feed our dogs from off the shelf is not safe, because eventually, the dog food is going to cause a health issue, whether it's kidney, liver, cancer, whatever the things it is that we go take our dogs to the vet for. Switch out animals' diet. Switch out animals' diet, and if you could, try to put them on ground beef, turkey, chicken, like, stuff that we like. You can put a little bit of salt, but salt is not extra necessary. Do like rice with it and stuff like that, and then find out what other foods is edible to dogs. But I'm telling you right now, if you want your dog to be healthy, and knowing that what I know about vets, I'm not even gonna lie, like, knowing what I know about vets has caused me to become more of a natural way to treat them. So between diet and finding out what supplements we could take that's healthy, that's what I'm on. Like, after this, I don't think I ever want to take my dog to another vet, not even for a simple vaccine at this point. So, but this day one without you boys, baby, you hear my heart. You hear my heart. Like, listen, you hear my heart. But I just want to be able to see you again, touch you, and tell you to stop looking at me while I'm eating. I love you, baby. You really was a good dog. You was a good dog. You was so loving. You were smart. You did everything. You learned quick. You learned everything like the other dog. Like, you made sure mommy was good. Mommy be going through her stuff, crying in the bed, and you came checked on her. I love you so much, voice. I love you so much, baby, and I'll never forget you. Like, my whole house probably about to have pictures of you everywhere. I need to see your face everywhere. Like, I'm gonna miss you, and I miss you already. Like, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm just happy that you're no longer in pain. But I'm sorry, because I feel like it's partially my fault, even though it's not. But I still feel that way. But I love you. I love you so much, voice. Continue to watch over me, and run and play as much as you can now. Run and play with all the tennis balls, play with all the toys, and doggy heaven. I'll see you again when we meet again, my little doggy friend. I love you, baby.